Why you guys don't learn about money in school is because they don't know how to make money. You're learning from somebody who works a 9 to 5, who's somebody who doesn't have not found their purpose, somebody who has not fulfilled their potential, somebody who drives a Honda Civic. You know what I'm saying? There's a quote that goes like this: do not take advice from somebody who is not in the shoes that you want to be in. Why would I take advice from somebody who's not where I want to be? You know what I'm saying? And because they can't tell you any advice on how to get there. So why listen to them? Why do you sit down and listen to somebody who does not know anything about finance? Somebody who has no idea how to make money? You guys ever just sit down and question, like, how the fuck am I gonna learn money from somebody who has no money? You know what I'm saying? So simple. Like, I used to wake up every single day, go to work every single day, do masonry, and just really believe that this was gonna be my life. I was gonna do masonry for the rest of my life. I really believed to myself that there was no way out. That I was going to be stuck working somewhere that I did not like or love for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? Until I became so obsessed with the mind. And then I started figuring out reprogramming, and I started having belief in myself. You know what I'm saying? I started telling myself continually, it is possible. It is possible. I can succeed. I can succeed. And after enough times telling myself, I started to believe it. And then the reason why I started to believe it is due to the illusory truth effect. The illusory truth effect says, whatever you read or write or think constantly, you're going to start to believe, because that's just how your mind works. You know what I'm saying? Your thoughts determine your beliefs determine your actions, and your actions determine your results. So then I figured out that if I want to change my results, my reality, my outer world, I have to first change my inner world. You know what I'm saying? The law of correspondence says, and it's quoted by Jesus, as within, so without. Meaning that your outer world is simply a result of your inner world. So then I began changing my mind. I started developing self-development. You know, I started reading, I started writing, I started listening to all the great people. Then I soon started to find out that success is not that hard. It is simply a matter of finding your purpose and pursuing at it long enough until it becomes reality. You see, it's really that simple. It's just the fact that the matter of the fact is just not to give up. If you don't give up, you can never fail. So that means all you have to do is have a self-direction and the willing to never give up. It's just point A to point B, and in the middle, what are you willing to put in? And another thing is, you have to understand the process of failure. You have to understand that, you know, see, I didn't understand the process of failure either. I was scared of failure. I looked at failure like it was the worst thing in the world. I looked at it like, I didn't understand that all the winners is just somebody who failed 1,000 times. Thomas Edison, he said it himself. He did not fail 10,000 times. He simply found 10,000 other ways that didn't work. You see, that's a true winner's mentality, because he understood that every failure brought the equivalent seed of success. Every failure brought him one step closer to his goal. And it's really that simple. And how I found my purpose is I found God, I found Jesus Christ. And how I found him is God brought me Joanna, which brought me God, which then brought me. You know what I'm saying? And why that is so important is because when I brought God, I started to have self-realization around the world and what it really is, and that I have more to me. I am not living up to my potential, and that the government is out of alignment with God's word. You know what I'm saying? If the government was really pure and they wanted the best for you, they wouldn't want to control you. They wouldn't want to keep you obedient, docile, compliant, and confirming. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't have people with no finance skills at all teaching you how to about finance. You cannot learn from somebody who is not in the situation that you want to be in the spot that you want to be in. You know what I'm saying? It makes complete no sense. You know, it's almost crazy. It's insane to listen to somebody that is not in your shoes, that the place that you want to be in. I want to share who I used to be as well. I used to run around with a bad crowd, seeking validation from all the wrong people, trying to gain respect from all the bad people. I was running around doing a bunch of bad things, which led for me to be in the worst spot of my life. You know, I was very unsatisfied. I was very disliked as a person, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was respected from the wrong people, and then I started to have self-realization that I'm respected from the wrong people, you know what I'm saying? And that nobody who has a good heart respects me, and that I became a bad person. But again, I believe that those opportunities, moments, circumstances, situations were not for nothing. God put them into my life to build me and shape me into the person I am today. You know, so I am thankful for them in a way.